Okay, I found a tomato I wanted to show you. So this guy here is getting to be a pretty good height. All right, now this is an indeterminate style, vining style tomato that is not a bush tomato. So this does not apply. What I'm going to show you does not apply fully to a bush tomato. Like, oh, maybe like Roma or Rutgers or something like that. All right, so this tomato here has a main stem. Let me see if I can, the sun is right in my eyes. I can really not see what I'm showing you. Okay. This thing has a main stem right on it. You can see right there, this whole main stem. And it's got branches coming off, okay? Now, what I want to direct your attention to is, yes, okay, main stem coming up. There's a branch coming off right there in my thumb. And then here's a branch right here that's coming off. But look at this monster sucker that's coming off right in the crick of it, okay? So there's the main stem coming up. There's a branch going off. And then there's this monster sucker. Okay, this thing here is not treated the same on the plant as this leaf branch, right? You get a leaf branch, and then you get another leaf branch, and then you'll get a branch with some flowers on it, and that's going to set your fruit. Well, not this guy, this sucker here, okay? The sucker here thinks it's a whole new plant, okay? This thing here, coming out of that corner there, that elbow, this thinks it's a whole new tomato plant, okay? Now, if you got a bush tomato, you want to leave this on because you want this thing to put out leaves, put out fruit and flowers and set fruit and give you more tomatoes. That's how you make a bushy looking tomato. But if you've got as many tomatoes as I do, as close together as I do, you do not want these things trying to do this. Now, it's going to sap energy from the main plant, okay? Because it's trying to grow itself. It's going to be a brand new plant, okay? See, you got leaves forming. You got hilariously, you're actually going to get more suckers. This thing will eventually. See, look at that. It's going to try to grow sucker right there in that one, and probably if I can get you a view, there's another one, okay? This is a whole plant in itself. Now, with your determinate tomatoes, don't take this off because you want this thing to grow. And maybe take them off if they're right at the bottom of the main plant, like if they're a really early one. Go ahead and take them off. See, this here is another sucker right here on this plant. Ugh. Okay, we got tons of suckers on this plant. It's very vigorous, this plant. This here is another sucker. Ah! I told you this was going to look bad on a shoot. See, a normal branch would not get, first of all, more branches, and then those branches have suckers. This plant here is out of control. Let me see, is that a sucker? That might be a sucker too. Jeez. This plant was full of them. What did it take us to take out 3 or 4? I don't even know how many. But, gosh darn, that might be a sucker. I don't know. Yeah. All right, you saw that plant before. Now you see it after. This is a much healthier plant for a single stem. But what I wanted to show you was, look at this plant. It kind of grows weird. Well, look at these branches, okay? This branch is facing down into the dirt. It's just going to get sick. This branch here as well. Don't be afraid to take some branches off. You don't need a lot of branches when the plants are small. Okay? But you can see the main growth right here. The main stem comes up and it's trying to grow this way. And you can see that it's actually set some flowers. You see them right there? I don't want those on there right now. This plant's too small to be trying to set fruit. even mess with flowers, just grow. So this plant will get put on the floor to weave and it'll start getting support. Obviously a tomato plant can grow on the ground and grow wherever it wants, but I'm going to train mine vertical because I got plants so close together. I got another plant right here. This is a frost survivor. And then I think this one here is a new plant. But I wanted to show you as best I could, which I can't really do handheld and all that. I kind of wanted to show you what suckers are and why I take them off these type. And this branch right here is a goner soon because it's facing straight down. It's just asking for dirt and fungus to get splashed up on it from the rain or from your sprinkler and get the plant sick. This plant's a lot healthier now that I took those suckers off because it can really concentrate on growing the main stem. Okay, my goal is to get the main stem to go vertical because every 18 inches this thing will put out. These are leaf branches, and then here's another leaf branch, and then when it gets a little bit older it'll set these kind of branches here that have flowers on them. And that's really what you're after. You want these things to put out flowers. Well, they put them out every so many inches of growth. So my goal is to get them to go vertical as fast as I can. So the less suckers that are on it, the more vertical growth that I'm going to get. Now again, if you only have a few tomatoes, maybe that's not a big deal to you. But for me, with all these stupid tomatoes, it is a big deal.